Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with another comparison video for The Legend of Vox Machina Season 2, Table to Screen. I love how this is worded. TP Burrow with another video. We have done, I think, 4 so far from TP Burrow this season alone. Last season we did a bunch too. But I don't remember there ever being thumbnails like this, and I like how he's using the phrase table to screen. It's the scene when Yenin got taken over by Raishan, basically told our crew, yo, I don't like what's going on. I'll side with you guys. Just think before you act and hear me out kind of thing. The dude also told me in the campaign it is slightly different. It wasn't Master Yenin who was taken over, but then it took the form of Master Yenin or something like that. I don't know if we're going to see it, but it is supposed to be different from what we saw in the actual animated show. So let's just jump in. We'll talk more at the end. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is in the description below. Hundreds of movies. We just finished The Legend of Vox Machina Season 2. Season 1 is up in full also, unedited. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest. We just started Farscape. I think I'm already on episode 5 of Farscape. We're way ahead on all other things. Last of Us is this week in 2 days, doing that, episode 6. Check it out. If not, comparison video for The Legend of Vox Machina. Raishan, table to screen. We're going animation first.
Yeah, the three
here we go.
toughest dragons. Thordak alone couldn't even be contained by an entire dimension.
Well, it's funny because we're getting table to screen.
Even the Cinder King has his weaknesses.
Cinder King.
You know of this dragon, Keeper Yenin?
Before I continue.
Oh, cool. We're going to get it like this.
Hear my words. Think before you act.
Look at Lauren.
I implore you.
Ashley on a big screen
Understand
back there.
that not all is what it seems.
Everyone is doing
I come
the same
to
thing.
you
It's hilarious.
As an ally.
The music.
All right.
I do. Before I continue,
I dig it. So we're going to jump back and forth.
Words.
A little different.
Think before you act. Understand that not all is as it seems.
Assume's eyes flash a vibrant green for a second, and
that's
then
who got
come
taken over.
Yellowish reptilian orbs. You see a hint of green scales kind of curl across the face.
Listen to the music. It's so, like, cathedral-like.
Now, please, let us talk. Violence will not end in your favor. You have no plan, no trap. I am smarter, more prepared, and more powerful than all of you. I know of Whitestone, I know your tricks, and I know your weaknesses. If I wished you destroyed right now, I could have done it 1,000-fold already.
Ashley's face is great.
So consider the fact that we're even having this conversation is me putting forth a lot of effort and intent to have this discussion. No rash actions.
Noted.
Noted.
She's taking Yenin's
dragon.
She's a dragon. Shit. Sean! No! Cass!
No! More than a mere dragon, I think. A member of the Chroma Conclave.
Raishan.
What have you done to them?
I had to get your attention.
Had to turn it down
and
a
a
bit.
private conversation is so hard to come by these days.
Stopping knives.
Now, let us put our cards on the table, shall we? I, as I'm sure you've noticed, am Raishan. It is a pleasure to meet you in
I don't know if Travis
person.
quite noticed at that point.
Slayers of the Hope Devourer and the Iron Storm. I need your help. I wish to kill the Cinder King.
Beautifully
Mind your
done.
manners. You needn't worry about your sleeping friends. They needed the rest. I come to you as an ally. To stop Thordak, you'll need more than those vestiges. You'll need help.
And that's where we'll end tonight's
Oh, that's how when they go live, the mic.
You came into our home!
You came into our...
Yeah!
Fucking you coming to our house!
Wow.
Wow. Look at that little boy smile. He's so pleased.
Look at that little boy
Believe me when I
smile.
say I hate Thordak as much as you. Go on. Thordak is becoming irrational, insane. He is intent on stripping Tal'dorei of its gold, but not to satisfy his greed. For another purpose.
Wow.
Ugh.
Wow.
Are you fucking kidding?
Wow.
Oh.
I almost thought it was over.
There were a few holes in Asum's story when he first got here. Nobody picked up on it, but it was
He's been this way the whole time?
Assume is
the whole time since he
got
in
here.
Whitestone.
She's been posing as
When was
Secret
that?
Assume.
When he showed up and he's like said something, you said something about transporting somewhere, and those.
Yeah, there is no teleportation sigil to Whitestone.
Sure, yeah.
That's why you guys had to travel there on foot.
So how else would they have gotten
They're
there?
so smart.
We're so smart.
We're like 7 detectives.
I knew that. I don't know if the rest of you
All right, guys, so there we go. The comparison video for Raishan. It was slightly different. I think the only difference was, like the dude said in the video, that it was Keeper Asum who was taken over. But let me go read it real quick. The dude said Speaker Asum was switched basically with Master Yenin, or Keeper Yenin, cut from the show and changed to Keeper Yenin instead of Keeper or Speaker Asum. Tal'dorei Council. So it was just a switch of characters. They didn't put that character in the animated show. They just made it whoever we were familiar with, and we were familiar with Yenin from the show. So it's as easy as that. I thought for some reason in my head that it was Speaker Asum as Raishan, but when they turned into Raishan to talk to us, they turned into Keeper Yenin. Either way, you could see that none of them expected it. They were all taken by surprise. I think the last one to even pick up on it was Travis. He seemed like he was totally unknowing until Raishan literally said, "So I'm assuming by now you realize I'm Raishan." And I feel like a good amount of them, if not all of them, but Travis knew that it was something to that effect. I don't know if we had Gilmore doing what he did. Like in the animated show, Gilmore was like, "Holy crap, it's a dragon," or somebody said something like that. I don't know if that happened in the campaign. The fact that it was going back and forth, I'm not exactly sure because of the way it was edited, how it actually came out live. Regardless, it's not important. It all in the end is the same thing. It's Raishan doesn't like Thordak, not too fond of Thordak. In the campaign, she flat out said, "I want to kill the Cinder King." I feel like in the animated show, she was just like, "I'm not a fan of what Thordak's doing. I want to assist you guys in, not having him succeed." But she didn't actually say kill. I know it's kind of the same thing. But I just feel like in the campaign, it was more definite. Whereas the other way, it was kind of like, all right, well, what are your actual intentions? Do you want him dead, like literally dead, or do you want him just out of commission, out of the way, you take over kind of thing? That's what in my mind I hadn't had confirmed, but the campaign clearly confirmed it. She wanted him dead. Obviously in the campaign they immediately went to break after that, so that's why we cut it and they all freaked out, and we can't know any more than that because that is pretty much where Vox Machina season 2 ended. Unless there's a video dealing with Voragol and Thordak having a little chat there and something about the eggs hatching, I see no other video beyond this that we could watch unless, like I said, things are out of order. I enjoyed it. I'm jumping into Farscape and The Last of Us. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel. Season 2 of Vox Machina, Season 1 is up in full unedited. Patreon hour exclusive of every episode of Campaign 2. We are finishing episode 51 this week. The live stream is tomorrow at 7:45. It's about a 2-hour one. We're going to finish up if we get 50 likes or more, which we've done for 1 month straight now. 4 weeks straight. We have hit 50 likes or more. We jump into the next 30 minutes of the following episode. So maybe we'll start episode 52. Come join us. Doctor Who, Person of Interest, The Legend of Korra, Death Note. Check it out. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.